Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics, with me, Dave. We're just gonna do one quick double check on Agrias here. Yeah. We should give her a shield so that can be smashed as well. She also has the diamond bracelet, which is an interesting piece of equipment. +1 magic attack, +1 physical attack, so that's pretty neat. It's like a power gauntlet, but cheaper and better, in an interesting twist. She doesn't have a ton of spectacular abilities. That's okay. Yeah, we'll just go with it. Her natural PA stat is only 4. You can see 5 by her physical attack, but that's because of the diamond armlet. It'd be nice to transition her to a class where she can raise that a bit more effectively. But we'll get by without for now. I'm just thinking here. I'm debating... I think I'm going to cut Mustadio. I'm going to go with my 3 generics. And Mustadio is my go-to team. And let's just make sure... Whoops. We can use Phoenix Downs. He can't use any other healing items. Because we're out of potions, and I'm not going to buy any. Okay. Get David's the other healer. Get that out of the way. And we are 1400 JP away from mastering the monk class on Get Dave, which is pretty interesting. I'm just gonna keep him as a monk for now. It's tempting to switch classes, but... Alright, let's go to our trap. Relatively low on healers. Let's do that, and we'll have the dynamic duo together for this one. This is, I consider one of the tougher battles in the game. It's really fun. But, buckle up. Alright, so our explicit trap is here, with a very suspicious looking mustache on our executioner. It's us! Nice. Good threat. It was an archer! Those time mages are the real key to this battle. Nice. Very good. Molon Labe. Hope you're all enjoying the aggressive green gradient in the background. Don't remember that detail. Yeah, you can trust him. Nice. That's right, we are obligated to be the manipulators and users. Oh my goodness. question is, what is the decay? If you have the right Zodiac match with Gaffgarion and are rushing through the game, that can actually be a one-shot kill at this point already. Always disappointing, and boy, Gaffgarion's fast. Speed 8 and there's nothing pumping up that stat? He's trouble, alright. Also, so the Blood Sword. Leeches hit points from the enemy. It's kind of good. It would be nice to steal it. I did not equip Concentrate on Y Caliber, so this could be interesting. We have enough problems to worry about right now, though. Nice. Who's Tetra? Well... I think you can blame your brother a little bit. Well, with the ordering a sniper to shoot her and all. I'm gonna lock that onto Gaffgarion, I think. And then get out of dodge. It'd be nice if we could get the heal up on him as well. At least we get our spells off first. That has the disadvantage of they act after so they can hurt us, but I see no way around that. The Knight's probably going to come down to go after my Mediator. Time Mages are probably going to haste themselves and then wreak havoc on us. Wait. Let's be smart about this. There we are. Every time. Friggin' Knights are single-handedly powering the manufacturing sector. It's like instead of planned obsolescence, they invented breaking the equipment in every fight. Seriously, it's like a conspiracy with the Blacksmiths Guild or something. Clever girl. Also, 39% success on haste is really terrible. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess she just knows him as a mercenary with a conscience. There we go. Alright, nobody's really clustered together, so let's see if we can get the kill. Nice. I'd ballpark the success rate around 1 in 4, although I do not know the exact numbers. And we'll put him here just because that might provide obstacle to some archery trouble. Alright, he might run away at that, actually. I wonder if she has a Zodiac incompatibility with Ramza. Okay, good. That one was a bit of luck on my part. And to be fair, it has only resulted in deception and death. It's interesting because... Oh, there we go. We only get one more chance to easily acquire a blood sword, so food for thought. That's alright, it's nice to have Gaffgarion out of our hair. He's taking a pounding. What can we do to antagonize this fine fellow? None of his equipment is that valuable to me. Forget it, we're going after the archer. I'll go here because it moves us more out of range of the knight. Also, she had a decent evade stat, which makes me think she's using a crossbow. Yep. And we've already priced ourselves out for Flare. Just wait here then. I'm willing to bottleneck with a mediator. Let's do this. And... all of you, go to sleep. I guess we'll call that success. Alright, I think we've got this under control. Although with all the units we've taken out, this is still... I think it's still an even fight. Or we're up by one? No, this is an even fight. But the time mage is messing things up. That really helped. I did not think that would happen. Yep. I don't know if haste will offset, whatchamacallit, the other problem I'm having. Sure, might as well go for it. Oh yeah, the fact that she's asleep. I think she'll still stay asleep, but it might accelerate its wearing off. I don't know, that's a pretty complicated interplay of how things work. I guess it probably won't. So as long as she stays asleep, we will be okay. And then as soon as she wakes up, she'll be pretty formidable for a brief period, until haste wears off. Well, might as well go for it. It's experience points. Wow. How inconvenient. Okay, since I can't... like, the bullet will hit the sleeping one, unfortunately. It looks like it's not ignoring, like... She's shorter because she's lying down sleeping, but it's ignoring that, so... We're probably going to need a bit more firepower up top, actually. Also, one of my long-term goals... There we go. One of my long-term goals is to have Agrius become a Dark Knight. Now, it's so difficult to become that class that it might be completely impractical. But, you know, if I'm going for it, I want her to get as many of the kills as possible, and you want those to result in the enemies crystallizing. Which is a fancy way of saying we're going to take things down a notch shortly. Because we want to give everybody time to crystallize. It's probably best to have one of the archers as the last units around. Oh, really? That charging didn't do you any favors, buddy. She's leveling up quickly enough. If they have anything else powerful, that could be a bit of a problem. No, not there. Well, seeing as it doesn't matter what we cast, he's got the buff on his fire attacks, so... Alright, we get our chance to revive Caliber here. Thank you, convenient height levels. Be well! I believe that uses faith, so it's a little tempting to raise Dave's, get Dave's faith stat a little higher. I haven't fully thought out the implications of that. Okay, she only has haste. Would have been nice if he knocked her off that ledge. It probably would have been enough to kill her. Come on! An archer without an arrow is always a nice final opponent to have. Citation needed. He's probably going to get it again. No! Thank you, elevation. When they are equipped with arrows, sometimes you can really inconvenience them. The problem with Agrius is that she only has like really potent offensive attacks. As a matter of fact, I mean, I want to wait for some enemies to crystallize, but I also want to get her to 250 job points so I can learn JP boost on her. Okay, it's not the best idea, but I kind of want to see if we can knock her off this cliff, so I'm just going to try showcasing it. Not quite. Not quite. Push her back a square. It'll be worth it. There you go. Alright, let's just deal with a real attack now. So how it works is there's a chance to bump them back, and the damage you take is the distance you fall minus your height value squared. And then there's a little bit of a factoring put on top of that. Anyway, she's only got a jump of 3. It's 5 squared is 25, and then I believe it doubles it, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure where that 1 came from, though. Yeah, let's nuke the knight. Wait. No, we've got a guarantee if we do it to her. And then we'll finish off the knight with the mediator, or orator. I'll make that mistake a lot. I hate to say it, but this is actually kind of a convenient map to have Mustadio on, with his gun and his ability to disable arms and stuff like that. It'd be kind of nice if we could pin her. Okay, that should be all the control we need for this map. And then it's just a matter of waiting for all the bodies to decompose. And I think we should have enough time. Render her ineffective. We should be able to get away with Cleansing Strike on her. Even if it applies Death Sentence, she should last much longer than everyone else. Yeah, and we got some JP on Agrius. We'll just have him increase his own speed for now. So we can get over there quicker, and we can grind out a little bit of JP while we wait. Very good. I think she had both of those kills. What are we looking for? Stall still doesn't quite have the height abilities we need it to. Go figure. I probably should have used heal on Y Caliber. I'm not 100% sure what I was thinking, to be honest. Okay. So her speed is probably down to either 3 or 2. Steal the weapon! We're officially unlucky on our stealing, but I think you already knew that. Nice. Yeah, we'll just take this opportunity to club them. There's actually a chance we could have ended the fight right there, and it would have cast something powerful. Don't judge me. She'll do the judging. It's an experience boost. Oh no, it wasn't even. Well, it bumped her experience up. And we should get all the chances we need to revive Y Caliber. Yeah, you don't get the experience boost when you wipe out your own characters, which kind of makes sense. That's just bad policy. Please work. Nice. So she's in a bit of trouble. Case could be made, the computer is not doing so well right now. She's only equipped with her fists, but that still could be kind of dangerous if she charges up or something, so we need to be a little careful. Oops. And I'm basically... This is actually a decent demonstration of grinding techniques. Your goal is basically to just get as many actions that are meaningful as possible from your characters. Steel Gill is a decent ability to go with. I mean, really the best is probably Focus, which just raises your strength by 1. It's pretty reliable. It gets you 10 experience every time because you use it on yourself. And it also raises your strength by 1, which is useful. The only problem with it is everybody needs to have basic skill, or fundaments as they call it in this one. I don't want to risk that.
Nice demonstration of the high potion. And the other problem is you have to manually input like your grinding move every single time. Yeah, let's just keep doing that. So it's a fair amount of manual control for you to hit focus on all of your units every time, and it's a little mindless. If you've got a fun show on in the background, it's an okay way of grinding. But I would recommend, in a best case scenario, you can automate the whole thing. So there's a couple ways of doing it. Turning everybody into toads and then berserking all of them is a common way of guaranteeing that the AI will just like rack up all of these one-hit damage things. So you kill all the enemies except one, and then let your army of enraged frogs peck them to death with very weak attacks. What do frogs do? Actually, should we steal any of her other things? She's probably okay. So yeah, that gets a whole bunch of really low damage attacks in. You can also use Arts of War. Yeah, we'll do this. And Arts of War will allow you to lower enemy speed and strength a whole bunch, and then you can start doing it to your own people and lower your strength values to 1, and then just go to AI and put everybody on Berserker or something, and then they'll again attack like crazy. Or you can just do half of the frog strategy, turn all your people into frogs, and then go into their AI menu and have them attack like crazy that way. Let's see if we can... Yeah, we'll try raising Ramza's faith a little bit more. Darn. Oh well, we went 2 for 2 on our speed breaks, so that's more important. And we're getting close to being done here. Okay, we've got a safer approach. Damaging your own characters consistently is also a decent strategy, and then having a healing ability like Chakra. So sometimes I'll disable the enemy target, like steal their weapon or lower their speed stat really low. And then after doing so, what you can do is stand in a star pattern with the monk in the center and have everybody wail on the monk. There we go. And what they can then do is just keep using Chakra over and over. And so you can also have your units target other people, and the monk will keep negating that damage every turn. Alright, finish her off. It would be okay, I'm gonna stretch this out by one more action, and then we'll proceed with the story. I'm sorry if this is killing your momentum. Raise his faith by 1. 1 permanently, that is. One of the other things you can do is, if you have a really high level enemy, wailing on them in the center of your formation is sometimes a better idea, because if what you want is to gain experience, it's better to target high level units. Okay, we'll pump up her with Chakra. But again, you would want some way of lowering your strength, which is why Arts of War is so useful for that. Also, I mean, all of Ramza's abilities are good for long-term benefits, like raising people's brave permanently, and they're also really convenient for grinding. So Agrius is 1 experience point away from leveling up, and if I'd been paying attention more closely, I would have had her target like a level 16 unit on her last action. But yeah, we'll just do some sort of gimme action. Wow. And then on her next turn, we'll get the kill, and that'll be a little bit more efficient for the sake of pumping up all of her stats. Steal. Actually, the archer might not live that long. Although her speed stat has been lowered so much, her death counter is pretty terrible. I'm not too interested in what's in those treasure chests. We will not automatically get them when the battle ends, though. Sometimes you can get bonus experience by repeatedly killing an enemy and reviving them, but the game does sort of watch for that. So there's a limit on how many times and how many ways you can get the bonus experience. Food for thought. Alright, and no problem with a little collateral damage here. We must make haste. Oh, I'm so sorry. I gave like a 10-minute explanation of grinding techniques. But a very enjoyable battle. So he's kind of working for Galtana. We know that about Delita. Is he also working for someone else? Way to cheer her up. Delita's learned how to play the game. Remember that man who paid those sellswords to kill us? Recall, she is adopted. If you get them when they're young enough, you can just sort of rewrite the story. Enjoy the music, by the way. Remember, Queen Luveria is pretty conniving herself. Notice he's sort of alternating between supporting her legitimacy and undermining it. It's a way of manipulating people. Always nice to talk about someone in third person when they're there. It's noteworthy that there was a little hesitation from Delita there. He sees a lowborn person pulled into yet another little conspiracy, little game of the nobility, so that's something that's not lost on him. I'll see you all in the next episode. To the castle.